Hi, this is Jen, and happy Thanksgiving. I'm going to make a pumpkin pie today that's mostly vegan, and it's kind of a combination of a few different vegan recipes that I found. So I don't know how it's going to turn out. We'll just see how it goes, and I will just let you know what I used, okay? Okay, so I have the ingredients lined up. 1 can of pumpkin puree, and then in place of the eggs I'm using flaxseed meal and some chia seeds that I was soaked in water. So about 3 teaspoons of flaxseed, maybe 1 of the chia, and 3 teaspoons of water, warm water, and just let it soak. One recipe used yogurt, so I'm going to use this plain cashew yogurt. 1 cup, it said. I'm going to use maple syrup, pumpkin pie spice, and some extra cinnamon. Mix that all up, and then this is just a generic pre-bought pie pastry. I just didn't want to make one, so there were 2 in here, so I'm going to use 1 for the base, and then I'm going to use the other one over there and roll it out and just make some shapes of leaves and pumpkins to put on the top for decoration. Funny side story here, my neighbor's dogs are outside on my deck, and my dogs immediately came in because they're kind of afraid of my neighbor's dogs. They came in to eat, and the neighbor's dogs are hanging out on my deck. So I'm just combining everything in the bowl. If you don't like that cashew yogurt, you could use any kind of yogurt. It doesn't even have to be vegan yogurt. Okay, so all blended, a cup of this plain cashew yogurt, 1 tablespoon pumpkin pie spice, and a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, because I just like cinnamon. About 1/4 of a cup of maple syrup. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough, but might have to add some extra whipped cream if it's not sweet enough. Okay, poured it in, evened it out, and now it's going to go in the oven at 350. And then at the end I'll add those shapes to put on top. Okay, it's out of the oven about 55 minutes, and all my shapes fell apart, so I just put that pumpkin on there, and it looks ugly, but that was my attempt at decoration. So we got to let it cool down and put it in the fridge before we can do our taste test, so I will get back to you. Okay, so I got a slice of pie for the taste test. I put this cocoa whip on top of it. It's very delicious. And it is good tasting. It's a little bit not firm enough. So maybe I needed to cook it a little bit longer than it said. Maybe another 10 minutes. But the crust was done. So that's a tough one there. The flavor is good. So the flavor is good. It's very mildly sweet. So you might want to add a little more of the maple syrup, or maybe add a little brown sugar. But it's good. It's very pumpkin-y, just very mildly sweet. The cocoa whip helps with the sweetness, but if you make this at home, I would maybe consider, depending on your taste, adding a little more maple syrup. Maybe a little less of the yogurt to help it firm up more, and then maybe cook it for like 5 or 10 more minutes. So I did 55 minutes, so I would maybe only do another 5 minutes. All right, so happy cooking. vegan pumpkin pie, except the crust, because I couldn't find a pre-made vegan crust. And I didn't have it in me to make one, but hope you had a good Thanksgiving. So the slightly healthier version of a pumpkin pie, please play around with the recipe. You can make a vegan crust. You can try different yogurt. You can add brown sugar to make it a little sweeter. So I always like to just mess around with the recipes till I hit something good. All right, enjoy.